Hey, it's working better today, huh? Holy crap. God, yesterday's stream was a nightmare. And that's not even including the game part. What's up, everybody? How we doing today? Got a little bit of a busy day, it seems. We're doing Legos, we're doing food, we're probably watching a scrub, because they always scrub on the first try, but hey, you never know. Alright, we got Maurice Walker, Crusher, what's up, Little Jim, C2S, yeah, I fixed that on Twitch, but it'll probably still fuck up. So thanks for that, C2S. I forget the Twitch thing a lot for whatever reason. Peter Harkins, Chris, what's up? How are you? Clive C, Maurice Walker, Mac Vision, DJ Bones, PJ Fish Online. What's up, buddy? JSS Wizard. Oh, don't say the S word. Oh, well, you know what's going to happen. Hey, maybe the more we talk about it, then fate will be like, you know what? We're going. You know, maybe. Jacques-a-doc. All right, let's do a quick little toasty thing for everybody stopping by. I am definitely hungry. Almost made the same mistake of like, man, I gotta get something to eat before the stream. Oh, wait, right, never mind. So let's play with some fire. And then we'll get to food and Lego, and Friday still a go as for what, Poppy Playtime? Yes. Tomorrow I'm going to finish Subliminal. Theoretically, we can figure out how to get past the current puzzle, and then Friday will be Poppy Playtime. The weather is perfect here for a launch. Yeah, they said they did a thing. They said about an hour ago that they checked the weather and there was like nothing to be concerned about. So that's good. All right, let's play with fire. Hopefully, if we play with fire, they won't have to. All right. One. One for Freddy. Setting Shadow on fire. What's up, Brantley? All right. Come on. There we go. Got it. All right, let's get some music going here. I have the feed pulled up on the gaming rig so that we can play with volume and all that stuff. I have it even has its own button. So when we're ready, we'll be flipping over to that. I'm just going off the actual NASA feed. Oops, go to that one. So, okay, so we got that. Why don't we go ahead, Mr. S? What's up? Why don't we go ahead and let's get the food and Legos, shall we? Let's see, is that camera even working? Hey, it is. That's good. Well, there's a lot of fire. All right. Okay. Bring this over. Grab these. So that can go there. I took my wife to an orchard and we stood there looking at the trees for half an hour. Not the Apple Watch she was expecting. A few big American YouTubers seem to have had issues with live streams lately. What's up with that? Probably all Windows updates. Windows Update is really good at fucking everything up. I mean, think about it, and this is like some genuine shit. Windows Update is now that we've made it convenient to update BIOS through Windows. Wow, do a lot of computers get bricked when a fucking Windows tries to update their BIOS, or like there's all or different firmware. Windows Update is a fucking computer killer. It's probably one of the biggest reasons computers break at this point. All right, so here's what we got. First, we got the Nut Bar Almond Coconut, which, if you will remember, I don't really like. And if you don't remember, I'll give you the reminder. Ah! MRE energy bar, coconut. Ew. Tastes like shit. Don't recommend. So yeah, we won't be eating that. Because that's just another one of those. I'll give them the... Maybe I'll include it. Maybe I'll send somebody something and I'll put this in there and they can suffer with me. Alright, so we got lemon pepper tuna. We got hot sauce powder. We got some tortillas, which we're just going to rip up and just throw in there. Some cheese spread, which we can't really warm up, but that's okay. Actually, let me stick it under my leg. We'll at least warm it up a little bit. We have the MRE apple pie dessert spread with nothing really to spread it on. I think we already ate the crackers. Chocolate banana nut dessert bar. These are okay. They're pretty good. We have our Twizzler nibs. Staple of any MRE, I guess. And here we have butt wipe, moist towelette, the military energy gum. Woo, what just happened to... Okay. Which is basically that.
Shut up, Meg.
And I don't even see salt in there this time. They got picante seasoning in there, but we're gonna go with the hot sauce. Yeah, that's pretty good. When we have the lemon lime drinky poo. Peter Harkins. Sorry guys, need to go. Have a blast with food and Lego. All right, buddy. We'll talk at you later. Have yourself a groovy rest of the week. Apparently, I'm going to be streaming every night this week. That's okay. Ooh, just try to keep it in the cup. And this one's 12 ounces, so 10 ounces. It's pretty watery without, if you put like full strength. It's still kind of watery even with a little bit of water in there, but it's fine. It's good. Warm in your prison pouch, yes. Mr. S can't stay on YouTube this evening. Move it over to Twitch. Why is that? Is something wrong, or is Twitch just working better for you? Out of curiosity. If you don't want to answer, you can tell me to eat my ass. That would be fine. All right, let me get centered up. All right. So I'm hungry, so let's at least get the fucking chair in place. Let's go with the banana nut dessert bar while the cheese warms up under my leg. We are on step 109. Where's the mouse? There's the mouse. And the instructions, if you want to follow along, are, well, they're in the YouTube link. YouTube description. Here's what that looks like. Yummy. Yeah, it looks like hell, but it's good. It's very good. I prefer if you leave my ass alone. Well, I suppose. Well, I can get something to eat to get me going here. Then we can get going on the Doom stuff, and we'll come back to the tuna stuff. But I guess we'll nibble on the nibs. If anyone's ever opened a bag of Twizzlers before, you know it's pretty futile to do it correctly, if not impossible, so we're just going to cheat a little bit. We got a rogue nib. All right, put that back up there. Shouldn't need that anymore. Lumpo nibs, just regular ass. Not even real Twizzlers. They even taste different than real Twizzlers. Not at home, have to watch on the tablet. Oh, okay. They are good. That's for goddamn sure. Well, this over here. That's out of the way. Let's just cheers. Home. All right. So let this cheese warm up. Maybe I can fart on it a couple times or something. All right. What was the last? Oh, hey, remember that piece that pinged off the other day? I just found it like probably a half hour before the stream, and just sitting on the floor. I didn't even get to step on it. Not that I'm disappointed that I didn't get to step on it, but you know. I said we were on 109. But I'm actually on 107. I must have hit the button. All right, so 107. All right. Have some more nibs. I think I'm going to hit that apple dessert spread here in a minute. Rogue nip. Rogue nipple down on the farm. All right. Nib. One by three. And a brown Alexa studio lights on. And a brown 1x3 with 2 nipples. Let's just start. Instead of randomly grabbing bags, I'm going to leave 12 open. Because I seem to go to that bag a lot. I mean, it does have a lot of pieces. It's got 1x2 with single nipple. Is that a map of a protractor on your table? Yes. Protractor, angles, and then measurements. Just for general crafting stuff. And yeah, protects the wood underneath, so I'm not fucking it up too much. One by three. I don't even think I've seen any 1x3s yet, much less a 2-nipple one. There's a there's a bunch of 1x3s that aren't what we're looking for. Those have 3 nipples. There we go. Just so you know what we were looking for. 1x3, 2 nipples. All right, and where'd the other piece go? I'll go ahead and get a little something to drink. How do self-healing pads heal? I don't know, because there's a couple cuts in it that didn't, quote, heal, so I don't really know. Wood should be worked. Yes, if it's for a hard workbench. My workbench downstairs, no wood. It's got the shit beaten out of it, because it's for big projects. This is for more nerdy projects. So we don't want as many nits, dings, and possibility of shavings. 9 times Prime. Appreciate that, Norman. Let's grab this real quick. Cheers, everybody. Thank you, Norman, for the continued support. What's that link for, Jack? Alright. Where'd it go again? Okay. This here, that goes there. More delicate project. Yeah, I mean, stuff that I'm not trying to, get dirty. Like that, the dirty bench is downstairs, and it's the exact same wood that I use for this bench. It's, what, birch, beech, whatever one's like the super hard board, like sturdy as fuck. It's 3/4, whichever one. I think it's birch. 3/4 that, and that's the same I have downstairs, and almost the same configuration for the bigger bench. All right. Let's... What just bing bonged? I love when I hear boom, like a notification, but nothing happens. I always assume like everything just crashed. Let me just leave this lid off because it's just making it spilly. Like how it's nice to work on a piece of cardboard on a bench, if need be. What was that? Oh. What's up, Sonic Subaru? What's up, buddy? Just drive by, super chat, a happy April Fools, enjoy the homemade ectoplasm drink you got there. Did you see, hey, before you go, there, buddy, did you see what I sent in, I don't know, are you in Stacy's chat? Did you see the picture I sent? Here, everyone will appreciate this. Hold on. No worries, we'll get back to that in a second. Calm down. Let me pull this up. You'll like this. Where is the mouse? There is the mouse. Hold on, you'll like it. This is what I sent to my boss, the safety department, and to a group chat for a shitload, for like basically half the techs in the in my branch. Yeah, Mr. S saw the picture. Coming up right now. Sent this to my boss. I was like, we may have a problem. He thought it was funny. Safety thought it was funny. John Hawk liked it. Yeah, that's when I sent them today. A little chat GTP action going on there. And that was the only prompt for that was I took a picture of my van, put it in the chat GPT, and I said, drop a Heister H60 FT on it. And they came up with that on the first try. So that was pretty good. Yeah, I just told them, hey, we may need some touch-up paint for this. All right, let's see. We got... That's not in a bag. Okay. We need brown 1x2 with a single nipple and a light brown, a double nipple. That's the light brown version of what we're looking for. But we need that in dark brown. Light brown double right there. All right. What's up, Josh? Wouldn't want to happen to my van. No, that would definitely be less than optimal. Your evil is killing us or something like that. I try. See you, Subsonic. Appreciate that again. Cheers. Dispatch is, well, we have two dispatchers, and my dispatcher is going to be off for a couple days for Easter and whatever. So she sent the text to all of us that, you know, that are her texts. And I replied back, hey, everybody, watch out for falling forklifts. Not seeing it there. Cat on the roof. Have you seen that? I feel most of it has probably seen that meme. Actually, I have it in my photo album somewhere of different cats on the roof of your car. It's got like fuzzy cat, floofy cat, fuzzy cat, and then like basically that picture of what I did of another car but with like a fucking cat earth mover chilling on it. 1x2. I guess there's like one in this whole fucking thing. There's 1x2 with two nipples. There's light brown with one nipple. There's 1x2 with no nipples. That's weird. Yeah. Not necessarily, depending on your health history. Okay, I am not seeing it, so let's get the flashlight. Oh. So probably just start with the flashlight. Does seem to help us kind of zero in a little quicker, I would say. I am assuming that's the three-way, isn't it? Yeah, that's the fucking three for. What's that? That's a flat. Oh, that's one of them angled pieces. That's not it. That's what bag 3, bag 4. Chris is saying bag 8. All right, well, we'll get there. We'll see. What's that? No, it's a weird flat angled thingy. Bag 5. What's that? That is a wedgie. Do not want a wedgie. Not one of my favorite things to get. That's still a wedgie. Okay. Bag 6. A little closer. And yeah, if I'm like rambling on or just not paying attention, then like at the shit out of me or whatever. Just do what you need to do to get my attention so that I don't end up rambling past the launch, assuming it happens. Like I said, if we keep talking shit, then maybe fate will rub it in our face. Dude, we better not be starting off already, like, no pieces. Like, I may have to substitute one of these light tan ones so that we can move on if I don't find it, because eventually we'll just find a brown one and just put it where the light tan one was supposed to go. I don't think that's going to be a big deal. I would... That's a wedgie. Would like to find it. And I'm not seeing it in bag 8 there, Chris. I think we're going to have to ban you for a month. It's very misleading information. Stop spreading lies! Let's see. Like, there must only be like 1 or 2 of these left in this kit. Oh, we got a little guy. Okay. There's a red one. Bag 10. Okay. Or it's stuck to something. But like I said, worst comes to worst, we have other pieces we can toss in there. This is the one that's got a... there it is. There it is. Alright, there it is. Wub, 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 wub. Hold on, hold on. Let's hydrate. Alright, drink something. Y'all been sitting around long enough, probably forgetting to drink something. So drink something. Even if it's ectoplasm. Yes, Sam, that is the plan. 6:24. Ooh, that time. It's nice to actually be in the right time zone for once. With 6:24, that time is the current schedule. T-minus 121. And we'll flip over the last couple minutes and watch. Actually, I'm going to save some nibs for that so that I have something to snack on. So, no more nibs. Got a couple more steps in. Let me figure out where the hell the mouse went. I said a couple, not half the goddamn manual. Alright, now we're on 109. And we need to... There's one of them damn... ones that kept confusing me. Where's the 1x3s? With the double nipples. We kept running into them. Let me just do a quick poke. Because it seems like there's a bunch of them. Might show itself quickly. If I poke about. Or it may tell me to go fluff myself. Alright, let's bag one. I know there's a few left. There's no big pieces in that. Oh, we also need dark. What do we got here? And then everybody stretch. All right. Oh, ow. Yep. Ow. God. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely needed that. I'm probably a little dehydrated. Woo. Where'd my drink go? Oh, I finished it. Right. Okay. I guess I'll save the beer for later. My clock is on. My clock goes by atomic time, supposedly. There's that. There's what we're looking for. One of these, and then we have a dark brown stand. Oh, it's in the same bag. Okay, they're like right on top of each other. They're mating, trying to make more pieces for us. How romantic! Well, of course, I grabbed the wrong piece. Oh, because that's what's actually in here. Okay. Flashlight. There's a whole bag. It's just here it is. It's a whole ass clown load of fucking 1x2s. Actually, you know what? What do I have battery do I have in this? Is this just regular batteries? Oh yeah, it's whatever cheap ass batteries it came with. And that is not going to fit in 18650. Maybe I'll see if I can get. They make 18. Oh, let's see. Okay, don't actually touch them together. Yeah, they make 18500s, don't they? I feel like they do. I may have to order a couple. Alright, I don't want to use that since that doesn't have anything rechargeable in it. Ah, the whole thing just fell off. I gotta fix that mount. Okay, sorry. What the hell are we doing here? Alright. Flashlight, and we're gonna keep using that. Okay. Okay, holy moly. So we're gonna put that one there. Yeah, and I'll grab a beer before the launch. Assuming, you know, if it does it, then I'll wait till later. And a single one of these. A lot of small pieces in here right now. Across there. No, ooh, don't hit that thing. Alright, we need one of these curvy bits. They prepare to launch Artemis, yes. Yes, that's what we're talking about. Come the fuck down with the cap lock. You're not setting a good example as a moderator. That's something you need to learn if you're going to be a moderator. Set a good example. All caps locks is not a good example, sir. Flashlight. Okay. Nope. Okay, we need a single nib. Oh, there it is. That and a 1x2 with a single nipple. I feel like that's in one of the lower bags. I feel like I ran across that fairly recently. Is that in 10? No, it was in 11, wasn't it? Or, no, it wasn't in 8. We checked 8. I don't think it was in 9. I thought it was in 10. No. One of the later bags. There it is. And where'd the single one go? There it is. Alright. I should be able to see it from my backyard. Definitely be able to hear it. No shit. Well, that's all right. Closest I got was the Space Shuttle Best Western on a launch 20 some years ago. That goes that way. That plugs in right there. Okay. Weird. All right. Is that in the center? That is in the center. You will not hear it there. It's in Cape Canaveral, Florida. All right, we have a dog bone, 4 looks like light brown round 1x2s. Feel like there's a lot of them in a bag. Can I poke find it? There it is. Okay. A stick. It looks probably about this size. Doesn't really tell you. I think most of the sticks are the same size. Whoop, 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 whoop. What's up, Dave? Give a toast. All right. Now here's to a safe evening, whatever happens with Artemis. So here's to Artemis, Godspeed, and whatever else they say. But cheers to them. Good luck and all. Crusher, I saw the space shuttle on the 747 flying by. No shit. Many moons ago. Yeah, that was a little while ago. I told the nurse I was bitten by a wolf. She asked where. I replied, no, normal. Oh, right now. Oh, Lord. Thank you for that, Jack Attack. And we need a dog bone looking piece here. I feel like one of these had a bunch of special pieces. Oh, this has a bunch of special pieces in it. But I do not see a dark brown dog bone. Hey. Okay, that piece goes in there. Okay, that's fine. Dark brown dog bone. A little less bright. Less bright, less glare. Alright. Leave your caps lock behind there, bud. Okay. That's a nipple pincher. There's a ball and socket thing. Let's see. These up so I don't ding them out of existence, because I do that sometimes. There's a bunch of like mechy nipple pinchers. More shifters. Looking for that dog bone. Kind of looks like a microphone. It's actually almost, I think it's like the OG lightsaber base kind of thing. Oop, no, this has got some. There it is. See, this looks like it's got some special pieces in it. Seems like they tend to put more, not always. I mean, they always fill it up with more common pieces, but it seems like you always get a bag or two that specifically has some of the more odd pieces in it. I don't know if that's just that section of the warehouse has the weirdos or what. But is that right? I don't know. That's actually just a dog bone. The lightsaber one I was thinking has this going that way, not, you know, the other. Safe travel to space. It's been a while. Yeah. Last launch I watched was 1986 at school. Well, at least it wasn't 1987. I watched that. I watched that launch live at home. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that would be the last time the Challenger flew. I watched the. Oh, that's too. Is that too big? How can that be too big? It's just shit. Oh, it's just kind of. Oh, they literally look. Oh my god, dude! Like whatever tubing they use, they literally just like cut it off of fucking whatever they got laying around. I guess. Fuck. Let's see if I can get this roundish. They just cleared it for liftoff. Good, good. There we go. Yeah. Slide it on in. All the way in. Of course, that makes me wonder, is this the same length as that? No, that's longer than that one. So is there a shorter one in here? Or are they just like, yeah, cut the fit, fucker? Mm-hmm. Let's see, that's a shorter one. Okay. Guess it was, oh, you guess it was 87. Ah, so you did watch that one? Yeah, I feel like that was the last one they really showed in like schools, because apparently a lot of kids were traumatized by that. Understandably so. Well, let's try the shorter one. That's actually this is the end piece, so I guess they didn't have to just nip it off. Oh, whatever. As long as we can make it work, that's what counts. I saw the space shuttle live when I was 10. Nice. That's a good time to see it too. As a youngin'. It's the kind of thing that gets that you know, gets you really interested when you get to see something like that live. All right, this guy. That's gonna go in here. About like that. And I'm guessing we're gonna put that right on the other side. Okay, yeah, that mirrors that one. That has it up one. This has it down one. We'll go up one, so like they match. That's coming loose. All right. Guess we'll kind of get these a little more even as once we're done with everything, so we know what needs to happen with that. Yeah, the front grill bit is still out. I haven't glued that in yet. We'll get around to it. All right, we need 2 light brown 1x2 rampy wedges. Back up there. Flashlight. O-ring seal failure on a solid booster, if I remember correctly. Low temperature the night before and second seal failure. Yeah, well, the problem was, like, I watched an interview with one of the dudes that had something to do with that. Was they had a hard line on how much those O-rings could get touched before it was considered too much and could possibly lead to a problem. Well, at some point, they were pressured to launch, even though they knew that the O-rings weren't quite right. So they said, all right, let's just do it. And they kept launching shuttles like that, which inadvertently moved the minimum requirement down because they were just going with it and trying to deal with it as they went, but it's kind of hard to improve as you're constantly just going. And then it became so normal for that being the max tolerance or minimum, you know, the whatever edge, you know, max tolerance, max burn tolerance. That years later, after people had come and gone and yada yada, they were getting rushed again. So they said, well, we can bring it down a little bit, not forgetting that they had already brought it down years earlier. They brought the standard down, launched it. And at that point, the first one they tried like that was fine, and the second one they tried like that was not. So being rushed by government and people and everything to try and save money costed a hell of a lot more than just money. But the problem is, since NASA is primarily, or well, substantially government funded, if you don't do what they want you to do, they'll fucking take it from you. So it basically boils down to that the Challenger incident happened because of fucking greedy politicians, which seems to be a big thing on why bad things happen in the world. Be that today, yesterday, 10, 20, 30, whenever years ago. All right, I'm going to eat the apple pie dessert spread. Toot. All right. I'm saving the tooter for later since I know I'm eating a lot of energy food, but we can still toot this. Cheers, everybody. What's up, Locke? Oh, Locke, basically, I am streaming every day this week for the rest of the week because tomorrow I'm finishing Subliminal. Friday we're doing Poppy Playtime with 5. Saturday we're doing our usual stream. Now, granted, Friday's going to be a lot earlier because I'm off work. But then I have a thing Friday night, every Friday night. So, where's that? Just nibble that off so we can save the mess. Ooh, don't fall through, asshole. All right. Will you be showing the NASA stream? Yes. Yeah, we're going to stop building, switch over. I'm going to grab a beer and we'll watch the launch. I'm going to go ahead and eat some of this MRE apple pie spread. This was good. This was in the last one, too, and it's been in a couple other MREs. Like, this is actually really good. It's a shame there's no, like, pound cake or anything in here. We could put it on. There you go. It's almost like thick applesauce. With a little bit of, the crust. Like, you know when you make an apple pie, you get that really good crust? It feels like they got that crust in there, too. Like, I wonder if they just took an apple pie and just threw it in a blender. I mean, that'd be fine. Why are you confused, Block? Because I'm streaming a bunch? That was weird. The very, very end of it was really salty. That's weird. That wasn't me. I mean, I had some cashews earlier, but that wasn't that. Hey, they're showing MREs on the NASA thing. Ah, not me. Button. Space food. I guess at some point I'll try to get a hold of space food or something. That'd be cool. Let me eat a couple of these nibs. We'll get to the tuna here shortly. I definitely got to get to that before the launch. Apple pie soup. Basically, you heard Afro Man won his pound cake? Lemon pound cake. Oh, he won the fuck out of that. Those cops should, well, hopefully and rightfully so, They should be embarrassed as fucking feel like fucking idiots. Gonna fuck with somebody like that for some bullshit fucking call. Fuck out of here. Like, that's basically getting swatted because the police wanted to swat you. There we go. But yeah, he won the hell out of that. Alright, this goes like that. Like that's it. Okay. So next we need 2 greenies. Okay, those are up here. Found them. Okay, those we got in the dish. And a 1x3. Looks like light brown. I think that's brown. Yeah, that's light brown, not gray. That's light brown. Okay. And these go here, here, and here. I am always confused as Locke. Don't worry, buddy. Don't worry. I remember when my grandma made pie, I got cinnamon sugar pie crust scrap cookies. Oh, that fucking sounds amazing. Talk to Steve, 1989 for space food. Mind you, it's not cheap. Oh, I know it's not cheap. Yeah, and I kind of figure I'm going to have to talk to some MRE veterans about getting something like that, but at some point I'll look around for it. All right, we need dark brown rampy bits. Where's the mouse? Hello. That's the exact opposite end of the screens. All right, so we need two brown rampy bits and a light brown 90-degree piece and a flashlight on the second click. Oh, yeah. Well, let me find the bent piece. If I see the... Oh, there's the brown pieces. Is that... Or is it... No, that's the dark brown angle piece. A light brown angle piece. And dark brown rampy bit. That's what it is. The wedgie ramp. We have to go back for that. Well, we'll see. There's a double rampy bit. Light brown elbow. Figured that'd be a little easier to find. I kind of did a little speed run there. I guess not. I know I've seen them. I thought I grabbed one earlier. Oh, there it is. How did I miss that? It's like right freaking there. Pull that out. Alright. Brown 1x2 rampy bit. Just get freeze dryer. What's a few $1,000? Yeah, they're probably more now. I know Gas Smasher has a freeze dryer. Lucky. Well, I'd freeze dry the hell out of everything. I have a dehydrator, but I mean, that's only good for short-term stuff and not really like space food. Oh, brown ramps. Brown ramps. I'm not seeing them. All right, let's wait. Where's bag 1? There's 1. Brown ramps. There's orange ramps. I know we've grabbed a couple of them already, so they're definitely in here. Just finding them. There's a double ramp. There's a wedgie ramp. There's So the other double ramp. Another double. Huh. Oh, there they are. Ooh, flung these out. How many of them did I... Wait, why are these sitting out? Did they just fall? Oh, they must have fell out of that bag. Yeah, okay, those are in the bag. They just fell out. Okay. All right, rampy bits. There's one. There's another one. Most space food is dehydrated and flavor saturated as the sense of taste is reduced in space. Add water to taste. Are the bags messed up? No. They're completely random because it's not a true Lego set. What's up, by the way, Zat? But no, they're not messed up. They're just random. Alright, that's for the next step. We got this. Where'd the wedge? Didn't I find the elbow? Where'd it go? Oh, it's all the way the fuck up here. Okay. I'll grab another nib. Okay, so we want that going that way. This wants to be right here. It's going to go there. This goes here. To the green versions. What's up, Captain? Lurking about, do your thing, buddy. We'll be switching to the Artemis launch about just under 50 minutes. Alright, so we got one there. One there. Two more of those. Okay. And we need a bunch of light green or green pieces. A bunch of different ones. Where's the flashlight? Grab the vape. Anyone else remember space food sticks? It sounds really familiar. Way back in the day, actually, bought one of my customers one of the like the real Gerber space pens and refill set thing. That was a nice fucking pen. I know he liked the shit out of it because he was kind of a space guy. And he was like, "Oh my god, I forgot these fucking existed, dude." He was a good guy. It was a really good account. Years ago. Oh Christ. Almost 20 years ago. Is that everything? Oh, we need the single nipple. We need a single nipple light green. I don't think that'll be too difficult. There we go. I'll check chat here in a second. We need just one. Yeah. Do they allow pancakes in space? I wouldn't see why not. Like that seems like that would be kind of easy to send up to space, especially if you only need to preserve it for, 6 months at a time. You could just put that in like a fucking, like a retorque pack, but like one of the green ones that actually vacuum seals and shit. They'd probably be fine for 6 months. Or however. But I think pancakes would be alright up there. Be better than Mountain House fucking scrambled eggs, I'll tell you what. Like, I realize nobody makes a good scrambled egg. I mean, Mountain House tries. I mean, they're the only one I know of that tells you, look, there's going to be extra water. Just pour it off. Yeah. Good old dehydrated or freeze-dried scrambled eggs. Kinda just not good. Alright, we need a light gray one of these. And a dark gray 1x290. That's right, we're leaving 12 open. I'm in that one a lot. Is this one? There's a couple different 90s. Is this the one? That's the one we need. This is the one you're seeking. What do we got here? Playing Mars First Logistics right now could be something for you. All right. When you get a chance or whatever, or want to talk to you tomorrow, let me know. I'll sneak a peek. That goes like that. Goes across here. Car. Do battery issue on Artemis. Oh, told you. Told you it might happen. Yeah, we'll see. Think back to your worst case of diarrhea. Now imagine what it would be like in space. A horror show for everyone. I don't know. I mean, well, yeah, obviously it'd be a horror show for space, but I kind of got a feeling they have them eating space food before they go because there's no way your body's going to just instantly adjust. Like, they probably have them eat it at least for a couple weeks so their body gets used to a complete diet change. Because I wouldn't be surprised if that... Damn it. I wouldn't be surprised if that was an issue, to be honest. Damn. Hold on. Cover made me want to watch it. Oh, Iron Sky. Never heard that. Have I heard of that? Aren't those space pens with pressurized ink? Yeah, the cartridges are pressurized so that they always work. All right, I'm looking for a shifter and a shifter holder. So at some point when I said ball and socket, we're looking for the socket and the ball in light gray. The shifter, I believe, is a mid gray. No, they're not like that. Okay. Let's see. We did the bottom row. Let's start back up one. There's a really, really tiny shifter. Oh, crap. There's a couple of talons. I guess that kind of makes sense. There's a black shifter. No, I've seen gray ones, though. No, I'm pretty sure I saw a gray one. See, there's a ball. There's a ball. Kind of like that piece, but the exact... Oh, there it is. All right. All the way at the bottom, of course. What is the reason for sense of taste is reduced in space? I wonder if it's because there's so much neutralizing agent, I would assume, or something in the air so that it doesn't smell like somebody put a gym locker in a dumpster. And I'm talking like a gym locker and like a seafood dumpster. I can only assume that that may have something to do with it, that like their nasal things are just so deadened that they just don't react as much. I mean, that literally just came to that in my head right now. I have no idea if that's it, but if I had to think about it, there's the shifter. That's the only thing I could come up with. Seems sort of feasible. Saw Hail Mary movie last night. I don't think I've seen that either. Butter in a weightless environment would cause issues, says Crusher. Or it could cause fun. Food on planes also seems to have less flavor. I don't play games on Saturday, Brantley. That is just me talking. I don't even know what that game is yet. All right. Look at that. in there. I know you said something about it the other day. Green corner piece. Like a 2x2 corner and then a little green ramp. Let's see. Okay. There's that. Let's see if we can find a little rampy bit. Space food sticks were like chocolate meat sticks, similar to cow tails. Chocolate meat sticks. That what? It was in a documentary on the space flight and training about the food thing. Tiny green wedge. There's a light wedge. There's a tiny green Kirby bit. There's a bunch of 1-bys. That over. Going backwards on the search this time. There's a bunch of 1-bys, but I need a 1-by wedge. There we go. There's a couple of them. I'm about to get on that tuna and tortilla here in a minute. I guess we'll get down to get a couple more steps done, and we're gonna eat that because I am still the hungry person. That goes there. Snap in. Come on. There we go. And this goes here to hold all that little bits in. Hey, wait a minute. Why don't we try this? Alexa, how come the sense of smell is deadened for astronauts while they are in space?
It's like having a permanent stuffy nose, making it hard to enjoy the aroma of space.
Okay. So, since there's no gravity, the fluid in your body redistributes itself, which usually causes the nasal passages to have extra fluid in them, thereby suppressing the sense of smell. That makes sense. Because, yes, your body is kind of based on gravity. So, okay, that makes sense. Where the hell do you want me to attach this thing? Oh wow, that little... Be cool if they could give you a little more of a clue. Let's just, all right, I could see that. Can I move that other piece out of the way so I could see this one? All right. There's just one little tiny hole in there. Okay, well, I guess we know where these are going to go. They're just going to go right up to that. That's going to stay parallel with those chest pieces. Okay. All right. Let's slide this on over here. Your sinuses, Ed says your sinuses swell up, your olfactory tissue swell up, more specifically. Yeah. All right. So, when we get this away from the top, that is sealed in there. All right, let's crack a little air in there. Smells good. It just smells like tuna, but yeah, doesn't smell weird. Not like a whole lot of special going on there, just some tuna. 43 minutes. They say anything about their battery issues, or are they good? Well, I got tuna on my nip. I got poop on my target. I got pee and poop on my target. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to throw that away in here. I'm going to throw that away in the kitchen. I don't have to smell it. That away there. I managed to get tuna all over the place. It just tastes like tuna. Now it's going to taste like not quite, but weird, spicy tuna. See you later, Zach. Fun fact, happens to men during and after sex for some reason, probably from blood rushing back up. Maybe. Yeah, it's been so long I can't remember what my nose does. And let's just kind of make this work with the tortillas. Not really trying to make a sandwich. Oh, I forgot a utensil. Luckily, I keep a spoon on the pegboard wall. All right, we're just gonna scoop and bite like it's toast. Let's see if this is. I mean, it smells good. Well, it's obviously it's tuna. It's a quote a little dry, but like it just tastes like eating tuna straight out of the can. Which I do sometimes, so that's fine. Yeah, I'm really hungry. One day you'll actually get to see me eat fast. This is just slightly accelerated. Well, okay. Gun oil, that's fine. I'm having difficulties reading on the screen chat behind my logo. Oh, I didn't fix that? Yeah, hold on. There we go. They were literally right on top. I just went bloop and flipped them around. All right. Cheers, everybody. Just had something to eat, so now we're going to have a little puffy puff. Battery is out of range currently. So, like, I don't know what they mean by out of range. Is it dead? Like, did somebody forget to plug in the charger? Calm down. All right. Where'd the mouse go? Need that. We're going to do this. Also need it on this screen, please. All right, guess we're doing the other side. Overcharged? I mean, that would be I mean, if you're going to have a fault mode, that would probably be the better one to have. Just not, I suppose, way too overcharged. What are they looking at? We're at 5.7 volts per lithium ion cell. Holy shit! These. Oh, I need another one of those. Shit, what bag was that in? Goes there. That goes there. I shit. Ah, shit. And another 3 for That was right. Was that not right in this one? No. Ah, there it is. See, I looked up and I saw it. That's why I don't remember what bag it was in, but there it is. He mislocated it 1,500 kilometers. Who forgot to put the AAAs in the shuttle? Damn it. Turns out Orion runs off of like two 2032 batteries for the whole trip. We only put one in. Hey, there's the brown rampy bits. Ooh, it's a little warm in here. I have figured out that I do actually need to start making sure I close my bedroom door when I'm in here. At least having the gaming computer on, because with the open door, it actually pulls a little more air into the bedroom than it does here to clear out the heat, of which there is plenty. What? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that goes there. Then I need the, oh, where was the elbow? Where was the elbow? Tuna's smelling good. I'm gonna kill that here in a minute. There's an elbow. Would be quite the wait for AAA on the other side of the moon. Yeah. Hey, can you guys send a jump shuttle up here? Battery's just dead. We just need a quick jump start. Think you can work that out for us? And could you bring more candy bars? You only have room for one? All right, well, fuck them guys. Don't tell them what's going on. Just send one up for me. Twix, yeah, make it a Twix, yes. Right side Twix. Because lefties are weird. And I know there's some of you listening, so that's fine. It's an abomination to the Lord. Nah, not quite. Well, maybe a little, but. Let's see, 80 sunglasses. No, you're in here. I thought I just saw. Oh, that's a different piece. No 80 sung. Oh no, they're in. I thought they were in bag one. I grabbed bag two accidentally. Derpa-derpa-doo. Alright, and a single nipple. Ugh. I feel like whatever bag they were in, there was a bunch of them. Either way, there's the wedge I need, so we'll just grab that. And set them there. There they are, bag number 6. You would think they'd have a spare to swap out. I'd think so, however, they also need to know what caused the problem. Well, yeah, and it may not be very swappable while it's sitting on the pad. That's the problem. There's not a whole lot you can do with it on the pad. Mommy, you're gonna die with me. He doesn't like left-handed people. He thinks we're weird. I mean, we are weird. No, Mommy, you don't have to call me weird, too. God damn. Nah, you're fine. Just a little weird. That's all. Who's there? 2 of these. Can't you let Kaios mean to me, Mommy? I need more Doritos and Mountain Dew. Oh, it needs a double wedgie, not a single. What an asshole. Maybe if I was left-handed, I would have figured that out. We're just funnin', C2S, you know it. All right, let's see. Double wedge in green. As soon as we finish this side piece, I'm going to finish that tuna piece. Oh, sure, I just saw it. Why am I not using the flashlight? Why aren't I? That would be the way to say it. Is that it? There's one. Not that I'm one of those freak left-handers. Really, I'm not. Really? Who is the internet guy? I've been online since 94. I'm old. Yeah, I've been online since February of 95. And, supposedly that's all Al Gore, so I guess Al Gore's the internet guy. I created the internet. No, you didn't, asshole. We just happened to be around when it fucking showed up. Shut the fuck up. We need an internet. What's that, Al? I don't know, but we need one. Do. Am I making this the same? Yeah, okay. Woo. Oh, I do need that single little rampy bit. I thought I did, just later on. But I'll grab it now since I see it with my eyeballs. I want to lose it again. Yeah, that goes right there. Come on. See, the question of the day is, will I get copyright strike from NASA? SpaceX does it. Well, SpaceX copyright struck me for their theme song. And it was actually through SpaceX. So I guess whoever wrote the song works for SpaceX or whatever. But yeah, I did get hit for one of the SpaceX broadcasts playing their music. So that's... We'll just have to make sure we don't play any fucking NASA music, I guess. Alright, and then we gotta find the shifting bit. It's gonna be like that. This is gonna, yeah, right, it connects those. $27 minutes. They haven't paused the countdown yet for whatever's up with the batteries. That's good. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let me find these last two pieces so I can eat this damn tuna. There's that one. I don't know how I remembered that. I think the shifters, I think they're closer, physically closer to me. Let's start with 10 and 11. I think they're closer to me. You would think NASA would only if it was rebroadcast for profit. That's kind of where I'm thinking. But I mean, I'm not going to get like a strike because I'm not monetizing the stream. You can only get a actual channel strike if you do something really fucked up, like, I don't know, set yourself on fire, or you try to monetize something copyrighted. Like, I got an account shut down the first day I played my new intro with Babs running around, and that is at regular speed. I didn't speed that up. That's just how fucking spazzy I play, and I wasn't even warmed up. But the first day I played it, I got hit with a copyright strike from some fucking nobody that had created their account like a day before, and they were copyright striking all video game songs. And it like wasn't Mick Gordon. Mick Gordon wrote Doom OST, the original soundtrack. He wrote all of the Doom Eternal's soundtrack, even though that's a whole fucking other thing, but that's between him and ID or whatever. But I even linked on, went, this guy's a scammer. You're getting scammed, because here's the literal link to the track I recorded the song to. It's by Mick Gordon. It's part of the Doom soundtrack, and it is not copyrighted. It is open for use for anybody. And like 24 hours later, like, oh, everything's been restored, blah, blah, blah. And then I went to look for that account and it was gone. Fucking idiots. Like, there's too many, like, I'm sorry, but there are too many YouTubers nowadays that ain't going to take that little shit just because they're a small YouTuber. Like, we're getting to the point where we're just fucking challenging everything just to see what we can do, because the small YouTubers are the ones that get fucked with because they don't have legal counsel, like, you know, Moist Critical or, you know, Penguin Zero. Like, we don't have legal counsel. Like, am I missing a piece? That's weird. There's like a whole thing not here. I wonder if that fell off somewhere. Alright, I'll have to keep a lookout for his other chest piece. Or they just forgot to have us build it yet, and that's a possibility too. Oh, this is supposed to be way up here. Top of the hour toot, and then we're gonna have our snack. Finish our snack. Toot, where's the thing? There it is. Cheers, everybody. Appreciate that, Mr. Riss. And C2S. Oh, no, that was C2S. And then, okay, yeah. Thanks, God. Everybody. Thanks, everybody. How about that? Cheers. All right, let's finish eating this. I am still hungry. And in 2 weeks, we start the beef stew MRE. Definitely have to make sure I'm hungry for that one. Because if it's anywhere, if it happens to be the same beef stew that's in the regular MRE, it should be fucking amazing. It's pretty hard to fuck up beef stew. I have seen it done. Like I was saying a few weeks ago, one, whatever night it was, I do know someone that pawns off beef soup and beef stew. Like, it has a broth. It does not have a sauce, a gravy-esque thing. It is literally broth with the rest of it in there. I'm like, this isn't stew. This is soup. This isn't stew. Stew is thick, as far as I'm concerned. Just because you throw the same ingredients in a pot and skip the thickener or whatever you want to use doesn't mean it's fucking stew. Well, it actually shows the piece on there, so we did already assemble this piece. Unless I somehow missed a step. I guess we'll see what we got left over. I need a couple more of these nibs, clean my teeth out. The dogwood meat and canned beef stew is good. Dog food meat. Vegetable soup. Where are you going, C2S? You're all over the map, buddy. All right. So I guess about 15, I guess about 5 minutes to go. We'll switch over. And I'll go grab a beer real quick. All right, it's saying we need 2 dark brown talons. Let's see if that's a color change, because I've seen gray ones. Yep. Okay, it's now a gray talon. Where the hell step was it? There it is. There we go. No, wait, let me go back one. Yeah. All right, step 135. Gray talons. I know I've seen them in here. Let's go to the, let's just start at one. Run it up, yeah, because there they are. Okay. That's a shame I didn't have a... Well, I would have had a little more food if that energy bar didn't taste like... Ugh, just fucking terrible. But I don't like coconut anyway. So when you have coconut that's with all the weird shit they put in MREs, it really makes it less than appealing. And granted, if I was out in the middle of nowhere and fucking starving to death, I'd eat that shit like I was eating the ass out of fucking Cindy Crawford. But I am not. So it will be set aside for now. Did you get a replacement turn Lego piece? I haven't checked in a bit. I'll check every couple weeks. Like I said, last time I checked, all that was available was like 50 halves and 50 halves. I'm like, that's fucking pointless. At least for my use, anyway. It says there's supposed to be a something here. Like the fucking look. I think I'm touching his dick. I think that's where the cod piece is supposed to be. I don't see that. It's not on there. All right, so we need. It's not there either. It's not there. 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 But suddenly it's there. Between step 134. Oh wait, hold on. That's his ass protector. My bad. It's not the crotch protector. That's the ass protector. Okay. Other side. Okay, so he has talons sticking out of his butt. I hadn't noticed that before. I don't really think that's part of the lore, but maybe they edited that out. These are really floppy too. I wonder if these are like fucking shark fins. Like they feel like they're made out of TPU. And 4 hingy bits. We have silver or a dark gray, gray. Yeah, actually, this one maybe dark gray base, and a black top swivel. Dark gray 1x2 hingy bit. And black top hingy bit. Mostly bigger pieces. Alright, there's the tops. Click, click, click. That is, yeah, that's the tops. They've cleared the battery issue. Alright, good. Somebody turn the light off. Oop, sorry. Left the work light on in here. Good. Who put a 2016 in here, you dumbass? Yeah. Someone ate cold corned beef hash from the can, according to... Why can't I... Why is that blocked? According to chat, it will kill you. That won't last long when it all goes tits up. Corned beef and hash can kill you? I don't know about that, but maybe. Maybe if it's not cooked all the way, like, for whatever reason. It sounds weird. Alexa, will you get sick if you eat cold corned beef and hash out of a can?
Yes, it's safe to eat cold corned beef hash straight from the can, but cooking it up might make it taste better.
She seems to think it's safe. I mean, granted, that's AI talking. But I don't understand why that would be dangerous. What are we looking for? Dark. Oh, we're looking at dark gray bases. Okay, let me start up here. There's a bunch of 2x2 things. Those are elbows. Elbows. Lots of elbows. Okay. And hinge bases. in the special bag. Yay! It's fully, yeah, I would assume it's fully cooked. Tits up our evil Lego pieces. All Lego pieces are evil. Just ask your feet. Ooh, there we go. Guess it wasn't in all the way. Maybe I should have spit on it first. Oh. Alright, getting close to changeover here. To the launch. T-minus 14. Okay. Where do you want this? This goes on his butt as well. Okay. Two outer pieces go that way. Inner pieces go opposite each other. That slightly bent in. Slightly, not that much. Okay. 137. 4 brown of those ones that I was looking for a while. Okay. Let's see. I know we're getting close. Don't worry. Don't worry. What I'll end up doing is switching it over, and then I'll go grab my beer. Actually, I'll probably grab some cranberries while I'm at it. I'll grab my cranberries and blueberry bags. Bring them big horses in here. 2. That'll be good to finish what this couldn't do. Yeah, I'll eat them. I'll just eat the nibs now. Well, I'm gonna be all sugared up tonight trying to go to bed. Oh, okay. Actually, we're putting these pieces on here, then we're putting pieces on them. Let's get the other pieces first. That way we're not constantly pushing on the piece. 2 flat 2x2s with the angle bit thing on them. There they are. 4 of these. Yeah, actually, I guess after I do this, I should probably kind of start getting prepared. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to be turning the volume down pretty low until a lot of the chitter chatter's done, and we're mostly listening to launch stuff. And it is funny, like, I checked out Everyday Astronaut, and, like, as usual, the feed to the third party is faster than what, like, NASA's actually putting out. NASA's, like, 20 seconds or so behind. Actually, no, it's about 30 seconds behind, well, maybe 20. Anyway, they're a little behind. Like, NASA is behind as compared to Everyday Astronaut. But I'm not gonna mess with another, like, YouTuber stream. Well, I understand he shares quite the amount of enthusiasm for space and people that like space. Oh, shit. How am I going to get that back on? He himself may not be deciding who gets yoked up on copyright shit. And the other thing is, if NASA decides to copyright, they won't force monetization. Other YouTubers will, because his stream is monetized. So then then my stream will be forced to be monetized, which I don't want to do, because I don't want people to watch back, have to see commercials for a free stream. I only monetize my videos, and that's not even all the time. So, all right, 10 minutes. Yep, 10 minutes to go. Let's see what our next step is here. Oh, our next step is starting a whole new sub-assembly. So we will pause there then, because that's going to be a lot of steps. I'm really wondering if, like, I'll have to go back and see if we actually ever put that piece in there or not. Like, maybe I just missed that step or something. Why do these pieces keep falling out? Well, I mean, we're getting there. It's going to be a bit of a process. But it's starting to make a little bit more sense. For those that know the gentleman. Gentlemen. All right. Let me kind of move these up a little bit. Actually, you know what? Let me make sure all the bags are closed. Let me kind of stack them up, because I haven't been taking them off the bench, because I haven't been doing much work on the bench. At least not big work. So I've just been leaving the bags up. But I have a bag for them if I need to move them, and then I'll just move him over to the shelf. And move that out of the way a little bit so I can see the clock. So I still got to get around to swapping this. I have the Alexa ball, like the ball thing that's sitting in front of me. I got to swap it out for the one in the living room. That's got the actual 5-inch screen, which I'm in here more than I am in the living room, so I should probably have this one with the screen in here if people are at the door and shit. So I don't have to keep pulling up feeds. All right. Let's just kind of get this over here so I don't forget about it. Put that gross thing there, that there. Let's just pound the nibs. Pound it. All right. Alright. You got that? You ready for that? I hope not, because I have no idea what I said. Alright, let's go over here. Whoa, way on wrong screens. Alright. Now I got a bunch of nibs stuck in my teeth. Alright. Trying them. Oh, sorry. We have a loss of lock. Where's the mouse? Yeah, we'll just do this for now. We do have lock for COO. If we're on hold at 10, that might be. Is 10 a planned pause? I know they do plan pauses in there. We have lock and we have good telemetry. Okay. They're having something. Now they're saying it's okay. Where's chat? There's chat. You can make great popsicles using canned corned beef hash. Oh. I don't know that I can agree with you on that one there a lot. Don't really know. Get out and push. Get out and push, Steve. It ain't gonna start. I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it. All right, let's see. OTC, are you still waiting for com config? That is a firm. All right, well, if we can get past the 10-minute, then I'll go grab a beer. OTC, CVS, step 2. No, that's right. There's a lot of steps they got to go for the checklist. SDC is complete, and GTC is complete. Poofers is yelling. I guess she wants to watch the launch, but no kitties allowed in here. Tracking, everything looks pretty good. We are launch starter. We are clear and ready to pick up the launch readiness poll when with your go. All right, the systems are checking out. He is good for the poll. He wants that poll, folks. He wants that poll now. He wants it hard. All right, I guess we can turn the sound up here. Let's see. I don't know how loud this is going to be. prepare. Let me do 50%. Oh, wait. I have it muted over on this side, don't I?
RTD's go. Houston flight. Houston flight is go. Rock. Rock is go. And
Rock.
Crew is go.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson
Copy
is
that.
ready to
TT
go.
AIO, Launch Director NTD. Our launch team is ready to proceed at this time.
All right,
Right,
NTD, I copy all. At this time, I'll perform my
The
poll.
things there are kind of small, so we'll just let them go. I'm
Lieutenant
fine with the
Almanet, this is
CC
the
on
launch
here.
Director performing the final poll for launch. Verify no constraints.
Dutch
and go
Tour,
for launch.
Scruffish, go!
EGS,
That wasn't go last
EGS,
night. Christ,
Program
that
Chief
stream was
Engineer.
fucked.
Artemis Chief Engineers are go.
Copy, thank you.
Couldn't get it started,
EGS,
lost the mic
Chief
for a half
Safety
hour.
Officer.
Artemis CSOs are go.
Copy, thank you. Range weather.
Launch weather is go.
Go, go, go,
Thank you,
go!
LWO. And Artemis MMT Chair.
M&T Bank? They're sending the
Thank
bank
you,
to
Tom.
space?
And Integrity Launch Director.
Good Airways, Charlie. PLT.
Ooh.
Thank you, Charlie. This is Victor.
Echo.
This is Christina.
Josh says, with the SpaceX, is about 40 seconds through the check delay. Not familiar with the procedure at NASA. Yeah, I don't know. I think SpaceX does a lot of checks while it's going down.
All right, Charlie, your Artemis 2 crew is go for launch. Full send.
Calm down, buddy.
I
You're a little
copy
old.
that. Reed, Victor, Christina, and Jeremy. On this historic mission,
Oh my god.
you
All right, I'm gonna
two
go
see
grab a
the
beer
heart
while they
of this
bullshit.
Artemis
Be right
team,
back.
the daring spirit of the American people and our partners across the globe, and the hopes and dreams of a new generation. Good luck. Godspeed, Artemis 2. Let's go. And NTD Launch Director.
Go ahead, Launch Director.
Yes, sir. You have a go to proceed with countdown.
Copy that. I'll put it in work. CDR NTD. Go. Your risers and initiate short purge per your EPROC 10.1.1, steps 8 and 9. 10.1.1, 8 and 9 going to work. Copy. CVSE NTD. Start and verify recordings of our Orion cameras. Copy.
Okay. Well, there you
All
heard
right, I
it.
grabbed some chips instead of cranberries. Once I
We're getting
start
ready to
having
start
a
terminal count.
crisp, what did I get?
Currently at
Green
10
apple. I got the
minutes.
old green apple this time.
Once we wrap up,
Once I start
This
drinking,
line's
I
good.
usually don't worry about food too much.
we're going to start that clock.
Copy that. Thank you.
Yeah, get that clock going, man.
Close and lock visors.
We're on a schedule here. I gotta get to bed before tomorrow. It's got a 2-hour launch window, but I don't know that we're gonna be here for 2 more hours. That's for damn sure.
You heard an issue, worked in
But I
real
understand they
time
had a
with telemetry lock on the Orion. It was transitory. It was very short. They checked the data, confirmed that they had a good lock.
they had a blip.
This was with
Okay.
the S-band transmitter on the Orion.
Cheers, everybody, and good luck.
Worked through that issue, looked at the data, and cleared it.
Now, those
All
closed
with
captions
the
are horrible.
world watching. Impressive work by the launch team. So we have a 2-hour
right.
window.
I saw this movie. It's
which
the
starts in
blonde
just a few
guy.
minutes at 6:24 p.m. Eastern Time and goes until 8:24.
Elon just
p.m.
landed
Eastern
on the
Time.
moon during the 10-minute NASA
And
hold.
ECL
Says
NTD
lock.
will be waiting for your
Where are you guys
verification
at?
ECL copies.
You flipped it through me. Yeah, I do this so it doesn't look like I'm staring at this edge of the screen.
We'll verify that we are clear to go, and then we'll proceed with the terminal count.
Anytime you guys are ready. Green apple quick steps is what my grandfather called diarrhea. Well, yeah, if you're not used to eating them, and some people it can be a little rough. But I like green apples.
ECL time estimate?
About a minute.
Copy.
Copy, sloppy. Oh. Where's my puff? My poofer. Oh shit, maybe
Roll
we should have
into the
kept
launch
going.
window, but not by much, it looks like.
What's that movie?
Just
Is
wrapping
it
up
Contact?
Final work.
God, that's an old movie. That was a pretty good movie.
And once that's completed, you'll hear NASA Test Director Jeff Spaulding ask for the ground launch
Well, it's
sequencer
supposed to launch
operator
now. So let's go.
to go ahead and start the clock. The ground launch sequencer is an application software. It runs on top of the launch control system in the firing room. Acts like a conductor of an orchestra, executing hundreds of commands in precise order and timing.
Well, yeah, that's what computers
It's all
do.
autonomous.
NTD CCL212, short purge initiation.
Green apples with a pinch of
Alright, copy
salt
that.
are
And we're
boom
verifying our
shakalaka,
constraints.
says Fixer. What's up, buddy? Never tried that with salt. What is the goal of this mission? To go in orbit around the moon with the Orion capsule is like, you know, making sure it's all good, which is funny. They're sending people to make sure it's good, but whatever. So it's going to go, I don't even know if, is it going to orbit at all? Is it just going around and coming back? I can't remember that part. I don't think it does an orbit. I think it just goes zoop and then right on back.
Resume the clock on your mark.
It's like a 9-day, 10-day mission, something like that.
3, 2, 1, mark. GLS mainline has been initiated.
26.
T-minus 10 minutes and counting.
Picture. Yeah, thank you. I was about to
And
get a
that
little
begins
frustrating.
terminal count. Our new T0 is 6:35.
To be funny, NASA,
Eastern
this
time.
is Artemis. We are going to
6:35
keep
p.m. Eastern time.
going,
We are now
keep
counting
going.
down
See you on the
to
flip
liftoff
side.
of Artemis 2.
Let's throw in a DP. Yeah, the fucking, God, the fucking def needs to be, the def needs to be
From
cleaned
now on,
out.
You're going to hear two voices on loops. If everything goes nominally.
What's up, outrageous
NASA Test
Otis?
Director Jeff Spaulding, who's
How you doing, buddy?
managing the launch team.
So we're watching this
Alex Pendelos, the GLS operator,
for a little while.
closely monitors the software.
Seems like
He
it's
has the
going to be
ability
fine.
Stop and restart the countdown.
Too many green apples will make for a bad time. Did a lot when I was a kid. Yeah, I suppose
A
so.
lot of people ask about whether there's a launch button. There certainly is.
Once
not.
around and then back.
Our new
Okay.
T0 is 22:35.
So like not a full orbit, you know.
22:35.
Go around the backside, head on back. Okay, that's what I thought. I didn't think there was an orbit involved.
Confirmation of the exact
Although I am kind of
T0,
disappointed.
6:35 and 12
Like, how
seconds
much
PM
more
Eastern
pain
time.
in the ass would it have been for them to do like a little
T0
ride share thing like
6:35
SpaceX does?
and
Like
12
as they're going
seconds
around the
PM
backside of the
Eastern
moon, just like yeet a couple
But as I was
like
saying,
mini
there's no
satellites
launch
out
button.
and
This
orbit
is
the moon.
autonomous, but there is a button that keeps you from launching, and that button allows the GLS operator to pause the countdown outside of terminal count and during terminal count and submit a hold to the next holding point. So the clock won't stop right away if there's
That
an
is
issue.
a big
It'll go to
ass
the next
rocket. Dollar
stable
signs are
holding
perfect.
point.
Yes, yes.
This is how GLS
That's
configures
a
the
couple
rocket
$billion
ground system
sitting
to a
there.
stable point where
And
the
actually, that's a
stop
couple $billion
the
sitting there
countdown
twice
if
over
that's
because
needed.
that shit was
But right now,
created
we are counting down.
originally
Our
decades
next
ago
big
for
milestone
billions of
is to
dollars, and then they
retract the crew
repurposed it for
access arm.
billions of dollars, and they can't even fucking reuse it.
GLS
Yeah.
is go for crew access arm retract.
Oh.
And there you see the crew access arm moving away.
All right, you know what? Is that an Eagle circle? Who knows? It might be. They actually may have
That's the
drones
path
out
that the
there.
astronauts
I didn't
took
see.
to
You want me to
ingress
turn the
into
closed captions off, or are you good? I'll do that.
Until this point, that was their way off the pad if they needed to evacuate.
Whee!
But now with that arm retracting, the backup transitions to a launch
Around the Earth
abort
for some
system,
tests, and then
and they'll
to the
begin orbiting
moon.
that
That's right. Yeah, it's a
shortly.
few. It's like a couple orbits around the moon, the Earth or something.
Of course,
Are you gonna turn the?
abort
Yeah, I'll turn the
system
music. I'll turn the
is
Twitch
shot there
music
with
off
the
when
crew
it gets
access arm
much
retracting
closer.
away. The launch abort system is the tower at the top.
Like I can
And
turn
that's
it
what would
down a
pull
little bit if
Orion
you want,
and its
so we can.
crew
I don't
off
know
the top of the
how it
rocket in
sounds
case of
on
an emergency,
Twitch.
whether it's on the ground or in flight. This is critical safety hardware.
You find the closed
that
captions
protects
distracting?
the lives
Yeah.
of the
yeah,
astronauts.
turn those off. I don't think we need them. I'm not exactly sure why they were on. I don't know if that was a default for NASA or if I was needed them for something at some point.
Starting
Well,
in
no, because I was
6
watching
minutes,
Killer Mike's stream before I
GLS
started
will start
mine, and the
bringing
closed
that and
captions weren't
other
on.
high-energy systems online,
Ah.
starting with core stage pressurization.
I'm looking for flying things. So I know SpaceX will usually have a drone or two flying around before a launch to get close-up look at stuff.
Range is go. All systems are go.
Can't really hear him with the music. Okay.
GLS is go for core stage 10.
I'll just go ahead and pause it now then.
That means the
That big a
replenish
deal.
valve for the liquid hydrogen tank has now closed, and that tank is beginning to pressurize.
Twitch music is annoying now. Yeah, that's I'll pause it. We got more important things to do now. What's up, Franco?
We'll get the liquid oxygen
Right,
tank
no closed
a little
caption,
later
no
in the
music. Just rocking it. Whatever
Now the
933
team is
means. I
waiting
wonder
for
if it's a camera.
verification that, if needed, the Artemis II crew could use the launch abort system to pull Orion safely off the top of the rocket in an emergency. Let's listen in for that call.
Turn it up a little bit.
GLS verifies last capability available.
That is
And
its
CDR
maximum volume from NASA and from me. If that's too loud, let me know. Isn't a
That's
drone
great
close to the
news,
rocket
and you
dangerous?
heard the NTD
For the drone,
verify that with the commander
not for the
of the
rocket.
mission.
Sensor one of
GLS is
two
go for
batteries in the
FTSR.
launch abort system was reporting
Now
out
work
of
is being done
family.
to arm the flight termination system. This is so the range safety can send a flight termination command if the rocket flies too far off track.
Reverend Steve, what's up, buddy?
There's a brief
Welcome.
built-in delay, so the launch abort system has time to pull the astronauts
GLS
to
is
safety
go for
first.
LH2 high flow bleed check.
Here's the
All
test.
right, the high flow bleed check.
Everything leaking?
That's so
There
the
we good?
cryo team gets verification that the RS-25 engines, all four of them, are in the proper
Yeah,
range for launch.
420. Cheers. The drone would just burn up. Yeah, it'd get blown away. If you want to blow your taste buds, try putting large pretzel salt on chocolate ice cream. I've tried that. Not real big on sweet chocolate stuff, but I have tried that. It is a bit. It is a bit. I used to put it.
GLS is go for core stage APU start.
Core stage APUs start. Those are auxiliary power units. High-speed turbines, which provide pressure to hydraulic pumps that steer the RS-25 engines. We're going to see a gimbal test a little later at T-minus 2 minutes and 30 seconds. This is what allows that to happen.
Where's the gimp? Gimp's asleep. Guess you're gonna have to wake him up. But yeah, I used to eat big soft pretzels.
Coming up in about 20
with,
seconds, we're
a
listening
ton
for
of
go
salt.
for purge sequence 4. That's a helium purge
But
of
I
the
don't
4
anymore.
core stage engines downstream of the propellant valve. This gets all the air and moisture out of there.
It's very self-destructive. It goes bad to protect people on the ground. The people on the ground are miles away.
GLS is
Typically,
go for
you're a
core
mile and a half to 2 miles away, if not farther.
Moving
And that
through
all
the
depends on
milestones.
That all depends on
All is looking good.
how far, like where it's positioned on the peninsula too. But
Coming
yeah, they're
up
far away.
In just a few seconds, we're going to get that thrust vector control actuator test. This is a gimbaling of the engines.
I think 933 is the camera ID. I wouldn't be surprised if they had 1,000 cameras or more there.
There are the 4 RS-25s, 3 of them.
Let's get a wiggle.
Shuttle Heritage, one
Wiggle,
of them
wiggle,
built
wiggle.
from
Wiggle,
shuttle
wiggle,
parts.
wiggle. Shake it, baby. There we go. Other way. There you go.
Now
It goes
they
over
start
the
moving
ocean.
The power from both
Like
the
as soon
upper
as it
stage
takes
and the
off.
lower stage of the rocket to internal, taking ground power away and now going to battery power.
GLS is go for upper stage to internal power.
All right,
Make
power's
sure those
removed from the
alternators
rocket's
are good.
Upper stage. The ICPS, and it's been switched to battery.
ICP.
Same milestone for the lower core stage coming up at T-minus 1 minute and 30 seconds. Right now, the 4-person Artemis II crew is 248,000 miles away from the moon. And if all goes well, they will fly by it in 6 days.
GLS is go for core stage to internal power.
All right, there's the rocket's core stage. which houses 3 flight computers, is now on its own power.
Yeah. Super mega upside down woofle
There's
coming.
no more hold time because there's no more margin on these batteries. So we would have to recycle back to T-10 to recharge if we had a hold.
There we go.
1 minute.
Right now, the rocket does not know what the T0 is, but coming up at T-minus 33 seconds, control shifts from the ground launch sequencer to the rocket's onboard autonomous launch sequencer, or ALS. The rocket
He's
will
gonna
count
set
itself
everything
down,
on fire, Dutch.
but honor any holds that could come from the ground. Now, shortly after liftoff, Houston will take control of the rocket, and my colleague Gary Jordan will take over commentary.
GLS, go for ALS.
Great call out. The
Here we
rocket
go.
is on its own. 4 brave explorers ready
Looks
to
like we
ride
are
the
go,
most
go,
powerful
go.
rocket NASA has ever launched.
Yeah, those poor close cameras.
Sound suppression water is flowing.
15.
And here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7. RS-25 engines lit. 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition.
Go, baby, go.
And liftoff. The crew
Ooh.
of Artemis II now bound for the moon. Humanity's next great voyage begins.
That's not me, that's NASA. There you go.
Good roll pitch.
Roger, roll pitch.
Houston now controlling the flight of Integrity on the Artemis II mission around the moon.
Integrity, AMT high.
AMT high.
Cheers.
On time passing 30 seconds into the flights. Integrity passes the alternate MECO. Target milestone. Mission Control Houston seeing good performance on 4 main engines. Space Launch System core stage. Integrity, 3 miles in altitude. Traveling more than 1,200 miles per hour.
Okay. Looks good so far.
Mission elapsed time, passing 1 minute, approaching max Q.
On, Ponce de Leon.
Stan, we have you loud and clear on Ponce de Leon.
Have you the same?
Communication signal transfer confirmed as Integrity and its crew go supersonic. Approaching 90 seconds into the Artemis II mission. Integrity is 14 miles in altitude, 8 miles downrange, traveling more than 2,600 miles per hour.
Got places to go. How do they keep the camera on with all that zoom? If it's this steady, it's probably being tracked by AI. That's being tracked by hand by someone that's really fucking
50
good.
seconds of mission elapsed time, standing by for main engine throttle down to 85%, ahead of solid rocket booster separation, expected at the 2-minute 9-second mark.
Hey, where's our counter? I wish they had a mission timer.
You see throttle down? Confirmed separation. Main engine's
Whee!
throttling up, guidance converged.
I would have liked to have actually seen that instead of some dude. Oh well. Hey!
Guidance converged, performance nominal, upper stage RCS ready.
Copy all, Stan.
Maybe they should get with Elon on how to broadcast onboard cameras a little better.
Integrity, SM priming complete.
SM priming complete.
2 minutes 45 seconds of mission elapsed time into the Artemis II mission. Thrusters on Integrity and upper stage confirmed in a ready state ahead of service module fairing separation.
He's going for the big zoom.
3 minutes into the flight. Integrity 49 miles in altitude, 78 miles.
Oh god, I left my
downrange,
stove on. Turn
now
around.
passing 5,000 miles per hour.
Boop. Sup?
Standing by for launch abort system jettison.
Houston Integrity, good last jettison, great view.
Copy jettison. Team Eco 8 plus 02.
We see the same on board, Stan.
Samsung's.
And Houston has
It doesn't look like a moon.
on Tidris at the common line.
Outstanding, Stan. We have the same.
3 minutes 50 seconds into the flight of Artemis II, Wiseman, Glover, Cook, and Hansen cross the boundary to space with good comm checks. GPS signals acquired after last jettison now working on internal checks to verify accuracy. Flight Dynamics Officer analyzed the time of main engine cutoff, confirmed at 8 minutes 2 seconds, time of MECO.
They're going to try a connection in space before continuing. What do you mean a connection lock? As far as in air, they're just going to orbit, do a couple orbits, and then zing off to the moon. Because they're also using the orbits to gain momentum to slingshot to the moon. That's part of it, too.
Integrity GPS processing.
That's definitely.
Stan, we see the same, and we have a beautiful moonrise. We're headed right at it.
Looks great up there. Hell of a ride.
Approaching 5 minutes into the flight, Commander Reed Wiseman confirms he has visuals of his destination. GPS guidance, navigation,
2 days to
and
reach the
control
moon.
software finishes
6.
internal checks and sends to navigation channels.
6 days till they circle the moon.
Integrity 3 engine press.
Where are they going? Around the moon and back. Not actually landing.
Press.
On time, now passing 5 minutes 20 seconds of mission elapsed time into the Artemis II mission. At this point, 3 good main engines are all that's needed to carry Integrity to a nominal main engine cutoff target. Though at this time, we're seeing 4 good engines here in Mission Control Houston. Integrity, 75 miles in altitude, 330 miles downrange, approaching 10,000 miles per hour.
God. I wonder if I get my Suburban to go that fast. Guess I'd have to put it on the rocket. Over the moon? What? Around the backside, and yeah, basically.
Integrity looking good at 6 minutes.
Same on board, Stan.
Good trajectory and engine performance. Booster officer will soon report the shutdown
That's the
plan to
view.
Flight Director Judd Friedling,
Well,
expected at the 7-minute mark.
Visualization.
Integrity, 78 miles in altitude.
No, there isn't a drone
460 miles
following them.
downrange.
Integrity expect nominal shutdown.
Well, what else would you expect?
Integrity,
Integrity, expect to explode when you shut down.
6 minutes 40 seconds of mission elapsed time. Shutdown plan is as expected. Again, the time of MECO was confirmed at 8 minutes 2 seconds into the flight.
It's a secret mission to take supplies to the hollow moon. That could be. There's something weird with the moon. I don't think it's all it's cracked up to be.
7 minutes of mission elapsed time. Throttling down as we approach the abort once around option. Milestone at the 7 minute 30-second mark.
Will they be arrested by ice when they
miles in
get back?
altitude, 650 miles downrange, traveling more than 15,000 miles per hour.
Now they got their passports.
Integrity AOA open.
They are going to test connection to a separate part of the crash. Test life support toilet.
open.
Oh, okay.
The window is now open for an abort once around option that would target splashdown in the Pacific Ocean. Still following nominal ascent at this time.
Ascent. A lot of women pay for having an ascent.
About 10 seconds remaining.
We need
until
better
the main engine
rocket,
cutoff
better
of the Space
cameras.
Launch System core stage. Standing by for confirmation of MECO and core stage separation.
Cool if we could see it on camera. Oh, there we go.
Integrity and nominal MECO core stage separated.
Yeah, this graphics even not even working right.
on board, Stan.
There you go. Getting there. Right, it looks like my stream last night. 1 frame.
8 minutes 40 seconds into the flight, we have a nominal main engine cutoff heading in the right trajectory on the way to swing around the moon. Core stage has separated, done its job. The Space Launch System upper stage, the interim cryogenic
What's the
propulsion
bullseye
stage,
for?
or ICPS, still attached to the Orion spacecraft. Nine minutes of mission elapsed time. Integrity crew of Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and Jeremy Hansen now in orbit around the Earth at the beginning of their journey to the moon.
The moon. We need camera drones to follow the rocket. That would be awesome.
Integrity Houston, looking ahead to PRM numbers so far per the pad.
Okay.
Copy that, Stan. Numbers for the pad.
They're just casually drifting at 18,000 miles per hour.
Capcom Stan Loves now reminding the crew that the perigee raise maneuver time of ignition is as expected prior to booster ignition. That time being 49 minutes, 50 seconds of mission elapsed time.
Yeah, we ain't gonna be here that long. What's up, Brian? How many Starlink satellites did it just vaporize? Probably 3 or 4. He's just waiting until the fucking lunatic has 1 million of them up there that he wants. Like, when how the fuck are you gonna launch anything? At that point, you might as well just be holding hands and surrounding us, which is probably what the ultimate plan is. Y'all really need to talk to Elon about getting some onboard cameras. And a better data connect. Like, is it go? Yeah.
Integrity, good NEDs deploy.
Good what? Nudge?
Copy that, Stan. Good NEDs.
Neds? What are Neds? Did they use Kerbal? They may have.
And Integrity Houston for PWD setup. Just a reminder, halfway open on the secondary.
Is it slowing down? Yes. It no longer is.
Halfway open.
It's no longer generating thrust. It's just chilling for now. I do believe they just said they're planning on firing the second stage at like
Passing
49
11
minutes
of mission elapsed time. Here, overhearing the conversation between Capcom Stan Love and Commander Reed Wiseman, already passing some milestones. We have a good nozzle extension deployment system. That is confirmed. Complete. We also have the visors are confirmed up. Now past the dynamic phase of flight, that is ascent. Their launch and entry suits that provided them an extra layer of protection. Now not as needed. They're going to raise those visors.
Time to get naked. Naked in space.
And later in today's mission, they will begin to egress or get out of the suits to begin some of their initial tasks of activating some of the systems aboard in the Integrity spacecraft.
Friend in Florida sent me a great pic of the launch
Passing
from his
12 minutes of
yard.
mission
That's
elapsed
cool.
time. Again, the perigee
Sam
raise
Online's official
maneuver
lines
that's
down there
targeted
too.
near 50 minutes of mission elapsed time, 49 minutes 50 seconds. That's what the crew is going to be working towards. The Commander Reed Wiseman pilot Victor Glover will focus on preparing for that milestone.
You got an email about nozzle extensions there,
In the
Mr.
meantime,
Yeah.
mission specialist Christina Cook and Jeremy
Apparently
Hansen
they show up during Clive Street.
will start some of the activation of environmental control life support systems. You may hear confirmation of their activation over the Orion to Earth communication network.
Activation of life support. What the fuck were they doing for the past 13 minutes? Holding their breath?
Houston,
Go!
C3 aux power back in auto.
Copy C3 aux, and we're 2 minutes to maneuver.
Maneuver. Someone cut the biggest fart. Now they have to live with it. Oh my god. I can't imagine farting in a spacesuit. That's got to be hilarious and scary at the same time. Yeah, best I can tell from seeing their altitude and where their speed's going, they're going to get out to the
13 minutes and 30 seconds of mission elapsed
Apogee?
time. We're going to continue to follow the crew of the Artemis 2
The
mission.
faraway part
They
of the
are
orbit.
beginning their journey around the moon to verify the systems that will take us to its surface. An incredible ascent. Artemis 2 is underway. Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and Jeremy Hansen begin their journey to the moon. Still milestones to come up as we await solar array deploy and the critical burns that will get Integrity into high Earth orbit around the Earth before engines are fired to get us around the moon. We'll keep tabs on Integrity and its crew from here in Mission Control Houston.
Sneezing.
But for now,
God.
we're going to send it back to you, Megan and
Suit
Nicole
support.
at the Kennedy
Yeah,
Space
that's probably
Center.
it.
Very jealous to hear how the launch experience was over on the Space Coast.
Yeah, Gary, for people are just joining us, welcome back to the Space Coast where we just saw Artemis 2 lift off.
So, explanation of what's going on. The orbit currently, it goes way far away from Earth, and then when it comes back, it pretty much is, they'd come in much lower and actually probably skim off the atmosphere. So basically what they're doing is they're going to go out, and right before the farthest point from Earth, when their orbit would start to turn them around, that's when they'll activate their engines, and it'll take that oval and start rounding it out a little bit more so they can do a full orbit. Kerbal Space Program for fucking teaching me how that works. So yeah, they're going to wait till they get far away, hit the thrusters, and that'll help circularize the orbit as much as they need it to be, which isn't going to be a full circle because they need to slingshot. So they'll use Earth momentum to help slingshot them at the moon.
More than 50 years. Maybe they go farther from Earth than
All right,
any
I'll
other
turn it
humans
back up.
before them. Maybe they see parts of the moon that we've never seen before. I mean, what
Compared to SpaceX, they have some work to do on flight cameras. Yeah, they do, Dutch.
milestones that we break in just a
Or did
10-day
Elon
mission.
spoil us? Yeah, that's a little bit of that, too.
Yeah, how do you
Little
feel?
bit
I
of
mean,
that.
we saw some beautiful shots we were covering of course,
What's that
the
link, Jack?
rocket, of course, the Earth falling away as we continued up into our ascent. But
Can't
also
click
some
on
of
it 'cause
those
it'll
crowd
screw
shots
up your
where we saw
feed.
young and old, just emotional, overcome by this history-making moment.
Man, we are going back to the moon for all, and we saw that today. We saw that in all the crowds. And yeah, you guys just saw that view, the sunrise or sunset. I guess they just made it over the crest of the Earth, and you could see the sun peeking over. One of my favorite views from space, and I can't imagine what they're looking at now, and I can't wait to see what they're looking at in about 5 or 6 days.
Yeah, and you know, I know a lot of people are like, you know what, I'm surprised this launched on the first try, because we know, like any little thing, we have to be keeping safety in mind, and we want to make sure we're ready to go. But we were ready to go, and I think it surprised a lot of people. What a wonderful surprise on this Wednesday evening.
It did, you know, and it kind of surprised me as well. But you know, it's just a testament to the team here that has been working so hard on Artemis. You know, Artemis 1, we learned a ton of lessons. We learned a ton from the wet dress for Artemis 2. We were able to go in, fix those things. We even had a couple mishaps today, not mishaps, but a couple, you know, anomalies today that the team creatively came up with solutions for. It's just a testament
That's actually
to
a
the
good fucking song.
that gets us to the moon.
And so we can continue to watch
All right, Mr. S.
Christina, Reed, Victor, and Jeremy on their way now to the moon in Earth's orbit and awaiting the next in-flight milestones, deploying Orion's solar arrays. So why don't we get back in with the mission control and Gary.
They have days of watching the Earth getting smaller and the moon getting
Again, we're
bigger.
following the action. It is a long day. They have a number of procedures they need to get to immediately in their timeline.
And Integrity Houston, cross-tie is on board per the FCDM.
What?
We copy Houston, thank you.
I'm glad somebody copied. I have no idea what he just said.
Cross-tie referring to
Thank you, Franco.
flight controllers here initiating a connection between some of the batteries aboard the Orion spacecraft, allowing for an even distribution of power. This is the flight control teams that took us through ascent of the Artemis 2 mission today. Right now we're, as you see, passing 18 minutes of mission elapsed time. The Orion spacecraft Integrity and the interim cryogenic propulsion system are maneuvering tail to sun.
Is there a Taco Bell on the moon yet? I think that's
It is in
the
this
next mission.
orientation, this attitude.
Integrity in words on that momentary
Ascent.
caution.
The scent of an ass. Get you higher.
And read no action, we're looking at it.
Okay. Oh, look, you can see where they're at. What? Little green line
Commander
right there.
Wiseman
They're like right
verifying
there.
what is being routed to his displays, aboard integrity. Propulsion engineer confirming that no action is needed at this time. They're pressing through with their nominal procedures to prepare for the perigee raise maneuver. And of course, the solar array wing deploy ahead of that.
The moon is not hollow. It's 6 to 8 inches of moon in various forms of
milestone. We'll
cheese.
continue to have our coverage follow the mission until that deployment. Successful launch is just the beginning. The deployment of the solar arrays and successful confirmation that those solar array wings are drawing power is a significant milestone, and says to the flight control teams that we will continue on today's mission. Power needs to be drawn to continue through some of the next milestones.
Supposed to be
Until
deploying
then,
any
the
moment
AOA
now.
open option that was called up upon ascent, the abort once around, is the current option, and abort to orbit option ATO will be switched to a preferred mode at the time that the solar array wings are deployed and latched. It gives the flight control teams a little bit more flexibility.
Integrity Houston, update on TDRS handover for your pad.
Give us just 1 minute.
Something's on fire.
Stan, you can read it. Ike is ready to copy.
Roger. TDRS handover east to west expected 1 second earlier at 5:1 minutes 26 seconds.
What's up, Josh? Right there might be slightly misleading in this case. Well, yeah. You mean it's not coal powered? No, I think that's the next one.
1 second earlier for 5126.
Oh, the thruster's on.
And saws are starting to deploy. Thermal knives are firing.
Solar array.
We concur. Thanks for the report.
Okay, so the solar arrays are deploying, and apparently perigee arrays. Yeah, okay. That's exactly it. Yep.
To Earth network.
Perigee array. That's the thing where I'm telling you they're pushing, they're circularizing
on the end of the
orbit
ICPS
a little
is pointed
more.
towards the sun, and the solar array deployment sequence has begun. With the deployment confirmed, it'll be several minutes until they are what is called in a latched position. Once they are latched and confirmed to be drawing power, they can switch the mode to ATO and continue along the mission. The teacher's handover at the pad, that message meant the crew was provided some preliminary numbers of when to expect handovers between the tracking and data relay satellites. Currently orbiting Earth at an altitude of 545 statute miles above the Earth. They are in a near-Earth network communication system. The tracking and data relay satellites, geosynchronous satellites that are stationed about 23,000 miles above the Earth. After the apogee raise burn that occurs later today, the burn itself will put them in an altitude that surpasses the range of the tracking and data relay satellites, and they will transition to the deep space network today.
And integrity for prop messages, we see 2 temperature measurements right near the line. It's that momentary message you saw earlier. We're going to suppress those. It's CM helium heater 2 T1 and heater 1 T1. They're going suppressed.
I like suppressed.
Integrity, thank you. We see the same.
So it looks like you're going to do one orbit around the moon or Earth, and then just about the same spot they came up, they're going to fire the thrusters again to pull them out of orbit and push them towards the moon. So they'll be back to where they just took off in like 3 days, 2 or 3 days. And then they're going to push out and then start heading towards
This
the
is Mission
moon.
Control Houston, passing 23 minutes of mission elapsed time into the Artemis 2 mission.
It should be around
This is
Two
after
around the Earth,
a
one around the
launch
dark
that
side.
began at 5:35 and 12 seconds Central Time, 6:35 and 12 seconds PM Eastern
Well, I'm
Time.
looking at this since they're not showing anything super special. This is what I'm looking at.
Right now, the orientation you're seeing from
There's
our
no zoom,
arrow
of course. Oh, maybe I
visualization
can make it
that
bigger.
translates some of the
No,
telemetry that
it's
we're
not.
getting from the spacecraft and puts it into a model, so you can follow along on some of the milestones that we are following here.
This is what I'm looking at.
The RL-10
The
nozzle
launch
that
is
you see
behind
at
chat.
the left end of your
In
screen.
orbit.
Though it is currently not firing, that
Igniters come
nozzle is
out
pointed
around the
towards the
moon,
sun, and the solar
then half an
arrays
orbit and
are currently
down.
deploying. From this visualization, they look fully stowed in a position.
Integrity, we are happy to report that Jeremy has the O2 sensors on.
So looks like one orbit.
Copy O2 sensors.
Velocity is going down. Better not reach zero.
Again, Commander Reed Wiseman and pilot Victor Glover
Maybe make things
overseeing
interesting.
the deployment of the solar arrays. And we'll follow the attitude maneuver changes ahead of the first burn of the ICPS engine, the perigee raise maneuver.
Integrity Houston, we see 4 saws deployed and latched, ready for ATO preferred.
Yeah, we're almost there in the procedure stand, and we see the same thing.
And Integrity Houston, we are seeing a 7-second miscompare between the MET on Orion and ICPS. We'd like you to read us the MET from your center status bar and for the ICPS on StackSum.
0G boobies. Yeah, actually. Funny how it's not that high. It would seem
And Stan, we see
space illiterate would be thousands of miles high. You are here.
25, 14, 15, 16, precisely aligned with ICPS MET.
We're doing manual docking
Copy,
tests.
thank you for that.
Okay,
We'll
yeah.
investigate a ground issue.
And Houston Integrity, ATO preferred set.
Copy, ATO preferred.
Mm, 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 mm. 4 days of outbound
This is Mission Control
victory.
Houston, 25 minutes, 45 seconds into
After
the
they
flight of
leave.
Artemis 2. We have confirmation that all 4 solar array wings are deployed and latched. This is
And
the
4 days
configuration
back.
needed to switch to ATO preferred, which you did hear confirmed from pilot Victor Glover. That mode has been switched. There's
Running
also a
rich.
discussion with Capcom Stan Love and Commander Reed Wiseman about the alignment of the MET clocks on the Orion spacecraft and the ICPS. Commander Reed Wiseman confirmed the clocks are in sync, no issues. They're going to investigate it on the ground. We're proceeding with today's mission. 26 minutes of mission elapsed time and counting.
Yeah, actually, I'm looking at the map and I missed something here. I thought launch was like over here, but launch is right there. So it's almost 2 orbits. It's like 1 3/4 of an orbit. So yeah, you were right there, Fixer. It is more than 1. It's like almost 2. I mean, technically they'll do about 2 orbits, but on the completion of the second orbit, they'll be heading out. So I guess they'll be doing that in about a day. So it's not going to take very long for them to swing back around and then fire it off. They're just going so far away from the Earth, as you can see. I mean, like, the space station's what, like 200 miles? They're going way out there. And they're doing the burn right now just to get up high enough, and then they'll do another burn out. Like, okay, so doing the burn, there's a burn there. Where are we at now? Okay, we're right around here. Then they'll do another burn there, and then a burn, and then around. Okay. Solar panels are good to go. Good. Are they looking for Hitler on the dark side of the moon? No, I think that's just where the alien bases are. Well, isn't there a Chinese lander on the other side of the moon? I was there for like, I think it
This is Mission
worked for
Control
a minute
Houston.
or two
We're
before it
approaching
broke.
28 minutes of mission elapsed time into the Artemis 2 mission. At this point, we've had a successful liftoff from the pad at 5:35 p.m. and 12 seconds p.m. Central Time, 6:35 and 12 seconds p.m. Eastern Time. We've had a good main engine cutoff, core stage separation, and a good trajectory to begin today's mission. Right now, the spacecraft has maneuvered tail to sun. We're standing by for another maneuver to maneuver into the burn attitude. This is where the
So much attitude.
RL-10 engine of the ICPS is pointed in the correct orientation for the perigee raise maneuver. We did hear confirmation that the perigee raise maneuver time of ignition has been confirmed per the pad, which means it was the predicted time prior to liftoff.
Integrity for GNC, we're taking channel 1 to unfiltered and to BFS.
BFS?
Okay,
Yeah.
Stan, we're watching. Go ahead.
If anything neat is happening over here. Well, you can see the solar panels out. Man, I think it's way out
Capcom
there.
Stan Love reading up to the crew of Integrity. They will switch the navigation source from channel 1, standing by for confirmation that that switch has occurred. Pilot Victor Glover will receive confirmation when, and as at least watching to confirm that that switch has occurred. Again, the perigee raise maneuver that we're heading towards, not too long from now, we're actually inside 20 minutes at this time from the time of ignition of the perigee raise maneuver.
Something weird outside. They're mooning the sun,
Successful
yes.
deployment and latched of all 4 solar array wings. This is the configuration needed to commit to the perigee raise maneuver. Of course, flight controllers here in Mission Control Houston will continue to evaluate that everything is good before committing to that burn. The perigee raise maneuver does raise the perigee, the lowest point in the orbit, from 15 to 100 nautical miles. The 100 nautical mile mark is needed to continue in low Earth orbit and hit the
I forgot
target
the cheese
for
spread.
the apogee raise burn.
Just
That will
found
put
it
them in
under
a
my
high
leg.
Earth orbit for the remainder of the day and set them up for the right position to execute the translalunar injection and head to the moon tomorrow. The burn duration of the perigee raise maneuver is 26 seconds. It's a relatively short burn, but it does raise the perigee and do the job to get into the correct position before firing
What's up, Frank?
main engine on the ICPS. The pad had a TGERS handover. This is the tracking and data relay satellites. East to west, they are geosynchronous satellites that are positioned around the globe. And as Orion makes its way around the Earth right now, above the west coast of Africa, at an altitude of about 923 statute miles, and counting.
And counting. That's going to be way
The
out
perigee
there.
raise maneuver is not executed at the perigee.
Like later
it is
tonight.
rather executed on the, actually closer to the apogee. But what it does is it raises the perigee on the other end of the orbit to 100 nautical miles.
Yeah, later tonight they're going to be way
The
fuck out
26-second
there.
duration
Way
burn does
farther.
not conflict with the time that they've reported of the tracking and data relay satellite handover from TGERS east to west. Again, geosynchronous satellites that are used not only by Integrity today, but the International Space Station as well.
Did I bring the Q-tips? I clean my ears, man.
That time of handover is 51 minutes, 26 seconds. Plenty of margin before the perigee raise maneuver cutoff happens, and the trajectory is analyzed to see whether it was a good burn. A good burn means that the burn was performed as expected and sets the trajectory on course for that 100 nautical mile perigee target mark.
Did you put navigation lights on the craft for making the graphic a tad more interesting? Yeah, like fucking something, man. Like, yeah, like we are definitely spoiled by SpaceX launches.
Again, for those sticking with us on NASA Plus and following along on our coverage, we will continue to follow and to cover the mission until, well, actually, we'll continue to cover the mission 24/7.
Oh, good. I won't.
But we'll wrap up our coverage here shortly. And now
So
that solar array wing deployment has occurred on NASA Plus and Amazon Prime. Again, we will continue coverage 24/7 at the NASA YouTube channel. For those that want to see all of the upcoming milestones, there are select times where we will be coming back to NASA Plus and other streaming platforms. You can go to NASA.gov to find the latest on when to find those activities. Given that this is an operational mission, we do want to make sure that we are maintaining transparency in the mission and providing you all the information on what's happening in space as Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and Jeremy Hansen head on their mission around the moon.
I think we're going to call that. Obviously, if you would like to continue watching, then NASA and Everyday Astronaut, and lots of other people. But I'm going to get ready to head on out of here. Go watch this a little bit. Watch some Kill the Mic. Oh shit, I got to reset the server. I got to reset the Vein server. It's beginning of the month. Alright. Appreciate everybody hanging out. It's a pretty good stream. Pretty cool. Decent food. Got some Lego action. Forgot about the cheese spread. I'll just put that in a pile of cheese spread I have in the fridge. And I will see everyone tomorrow for the second part of Subliminal. Figure out that fucking puzzle we're on. Like, I'm not going to cheat and like watch anything. Like, we're going to figure this shit out because that's just how it has to be. But it may take a second. But we'll do that tomorrow. I'll turn this guy the rest of the way down. And Friday we'll be doing Poppy Playtime 5. And then Saturday we'll be doing our usual. So, hope your evening goes as well as the launch did. That seemed like a good thing to say. And I'll see everybody tomorrow. So have a good evening. Have a good day tomorrow. I hope everyone else is, at least some of you are all Friday like I am or whatever. But yeah, Friday stream will be way early because Friday I'm off. So, all right. See everybody tomorrow. Be groovy to each other. And I am out of here in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See ya.